Abrupt. He made an abrupt turn to avoid hitting another car. The road made an abrupt rise up the hill. Acknowledge. I'm sure that she will soon acknowledge her own faults. We should always acknowledge gifts as soon as we receive them. Beware. You should beware of bad companions. They may corrupt you. Dwell. They dwell in the country but work in the city. Endow. The rich man endowed the college he had attended. Nature endowed her with both a good mind and good looks. Pathetic. The lost child I met on the street was very pathetic. Reap. Giant machines reap the wheat grown in the field. Reproach. When he came home drunk, his wife reproached him with a loud, angry voice. Rigorous. Rigorous exercise can damage health instead of improving it. He made a rigorous study of the plants in the tropical area. Sustain. The large columns sustained the weight of the roof. Torment. She is often tormented with violent headaches. Part 2. Abolish. Slavery was abolished in the United States in 1865. Anguish. The injured soldier moaned in anguish until the doctor arrived. Awkward. He needs a great deal of driving practice. He is still awkward with his car. The meeting was at 9 o'clock, which was an awkward time for many people. Bliss. What bliss it is to be able to lie in bed instead of working. Expenditure. Such a great work requires the expenditure of much money and time. Primitive. Primitive people lived in caves and made tools from stones and animal bones. Prolong. The old woman's life was prolonged by the doctor's good care. Rural. They lived in a small rural community. Suspend. The hurricane suspended all ferry service for 3 days. Undistinguished. The book is very interesting, although it was written by an undistinguished author. Part 3. Concession. To reach agreement, both sides must make concessions. Deceit. The merchant always used deceit in his business dealings. Dedicate. The land on which the Battle of Gettysburg was fought was dedicated to the soldiers who had died there. Dizzy. When you spin round and stop suddenly, you feel dizzy. Economical. A good manager should be economical in the use of his funds. Infect. She infected the whole class with her influenza. Intolerant. The old man did not smoke himself, and was so intolerant that he did not allow his friends to smoke when they visited him. Respective. The party ended, and we all went off to our respective rooms. Scholar. He was respected as a great scholar of history. Technique. The pianist's technique was excellent, though his interpretation of the work was poor. Tedious. The long wait at the airport was really tedious. Part 4. Bristle. He was so frightened that his hair seemed to bristle. Commodity. Prices of household commodities have risen since the war began. Dispatch. The captain dispatched a boat to bring a doctor on board ship. Formal. You must write a formal acceptance to this invitation. Frantic. Frantic efforts were made to escape the sinking ship. Heave. He heaved the heavy box into the wagon. Hemisphere. North America and South America are in the Western Hemisphere. Install. The new owner of the house installed a telephone. The cat installed itself in a chair near the fireplace. Lash. I gave my horse a lash that sounded through the forest. Pension. He will start receiving a pension when he retires at 60. Scope. This book has greater scope than others on the same subject. Species. The wolf and the dog belong to the same species.